Hey, what's going on everybody? It's Declan here from TNR, and today I'm going to be talking about the recent news regarding the Avengers Infinity War Part 1 retitle. And I'm also going to be talking about another Marvel news regarding the upcoming Marvel film Captain Marvel. So I'm going to talk about the Avengers Infinity War rename. So, rumour has it that Avengers Infinity War Part 1 is going to be renamed to Avengers 3. Now, I want to talk about how this is going to be just an utter, complete mistake. I don't know why Marvel want to do this, because if you think about all the sort of series within the MCU, only the Iron Man trilogy goes to 1, 2, 3. You have Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Unlike, the Thor trilogy, it's Thor, Thor the Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, Captain America, The First Avenger, Winter Soldier, Civil War. The Iron Man trilogy is the only one which is numbered. So why would Marvel go from that and change into 3 whenever the Avengers movies so far have had subtitles? Obviously you had Avengers, which even in the UK here it was called Avengers Assemble, and then you had Avengers Age of Ultron. That was not called Avengers 2, it was called Avengers Age of Ultron, it had a title. Unlike Infinity War Part 1, which could be called Avengers 3, it just wouldn't really work, and it just doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I mean, we still don't know what the story is particularly going to be in these upcoming Avengers movies, because they said that Infinity War Part 1 and Part 2 are both going to be reshuffled and renamed, but that doesn't really help because we don't really know what the story is going to be. Is it even going to follow the Infinity War storyline? We don't know. I've always said that I don't think it will follow the Infinity War storyline, simply because in terms of the MCU, a lot of these characters and the way they're set up and the way they're presented on screen are not going to be able to go up into space to fight Thanos, which is what Infinity War is. Infinity War takes place in space, and a lot of characters aren't going to do that. Hawkeye, Black Widow, probably even Cap won't be able to actually go up into space to deal with Thanos. Only certain characters would, and that would involve the Guardians, which is a great idea because I love the Guardians, everyone does, but it's an Avengers movie, not a Guardians movie. And that's the thing that always worried me about these Infinity War films, because the scale is massive. It's kind of like how in Civil War they had to really dumb down the scale because of the limits that they had as a film. And it would be the same with Infinity War. And I think that maybe this retitling is a good idea, but just don't do the Infinity War storyline. Do something else. I think maybe explore like the evil Scarlet Witch side, something like that. Don't do Infinity War. Or if you are going to do it, find a solution, because quite frankly, it's just not going to work that well. So the other Marvel news that came out this week is the rumoured actress who is going to be portraying Captain Marvel in the 2018 movie. I think it's 2018. And the actress is Brie Larson. Now, Brie Larson has become a real upcomer in Hollywood over the past year or two. She had a few great roles which have really boosted her career up in Hollywood. And I think this actress, when I've heard the news, I was a bit like, yay, like I wasn't really bothered. Like I was just sort of like, it seems good, it should be a good choice, it should be a great Carol Danvers, I think. The only problem is it's not a problem, it's just I wasn't really that excited for it. I was a bit like, I'm not really bothered. I was actually hoping for another actress in specific. I specifically thought Rebecca Ferguson from Mission Impossible Rogue Nation was going to be cast. There was a rumour about that, and I thought, and now remember, this Brie Larson is a rumour as well. This is not confirmed yet, but it looks very likely. And I really thought Rebecca Ferguson, and that would have been my perfect casting. But Brie Larson, it'll be fine. You know what I mean? I think the movie will be pretty good. But do we even know if they're doing the male Captain Marvel or the female Captain Marvel? Has that even been confirmed yet? I don't even know. But if they are doing the female Captain Marvel, I'm sure it'll be fine. That's one of my favourite terms. It'll be fine. It'll be just a movie. But, I think Captain Marvel will be a good film, and I think if Brie Larson is portraying Carol Danvers, she'll do a good portrayal. She is quite a hard-nosed actress, so that will be good for portraying the specific character that is Carol Danvers, and I think it'll be fine. It'll be good. It'll be enjoyable.